Hello, my name is Monica, and today I will be interviewing Bailey on how to balance work and school without feeling overwhelmed. Hi, Bailey.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
So, I want to ask you today we're going to be discussing how the pursuit of balancing a healthy work and school life without feeling overwhelmed. So, Bailey, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 21, so I'm not a drunk yet. Um, I I go to school here at CCBC for secondary Spanish education, but I'd really like to open it up and do like foreign languages in general to do translator. So,
Nice.
um, this is a really bad topic you asked me, but I've recently been learning how to do that myself. So when I started here, I would go to school in the morning until like 3. So from like 6 to 3, I'd go to school. 3 to 9, I'd work. And then from 9 to 2 a.m., I'd like do homework. So my first 2 semesters were rough on my body. I drank Monster a lot, and I was stressed out to the max. Like if anybody looked at me wrong, I'd freak out. But now I'm learning like it's okay to step away from homework for a while. Like even if you need an hour, like an hour's forever. Like oh my god, I can get a whole bunch done in an hour, but it's okay. I can take an hour and watch a movie, or to catch up on a TV show, or to sit down and read, or to do some artwork, or go for a walk with my dog. Like, it's okay to take time from homework instead of stress it out. My boyfriend has noticed that, like, I'm eating more again. I'm not, my hair isn't falling out. Because it was falling out.
Oh,
It was falling out.
okay. Wow.
So he's noticed, like, yeah, see, it doesn't hurt to walk away from a situation when it's stressful. It was hard at first, but now I'm fine with taking a step back.
So I heard you mention that you take a step back from when you're stressed, you look at a movie and everything like that. So what made you what equipped you to learn how to take a step back? How was that working for you doing that? Do you feel as though you feel a lot more happier, more content, more you have more ability to balance your
Yes,
schoolwork?
yes. The when I wasn't taking breaks, I wouldn't eat, wouldn't, take a shower. I'd like get in and jump out, get in, get out. That was it. And then like it caught up to me to where I passed out and I had to miss a couple days at work. I was in the hospital, and
I'm sorry.
were you eating? Were you drinking? I was like, no, I was doing schoolwork, and they were like, you need to eat and drink. So they, helped me get back on that. My boyfriend for a while was like tracking food, but now I don't have to do that. I'm actually able to walk away from everything that stresses me out, even for at least 5 minutes. If I don't look at it, I can stay in the same spot, but if I don't look at it for 5 minutes, it automatically calms me down. Having a cat helps too. A
Oh,
cat on your lap helps too.
so I heard you. I want to just go back a little bit on, if you don't mind, when you spoke about um, the stress and anxiety. Was it the stress and anxiety from school and work that was overwhelming that made you feel like you wanted to eat more? Kind of like your hair and everything was coming out. Was that all? Do you feel as though you would be that stressed if you wasn't doing both at the same time?
Yeah, but my mom and my grandmother have a saying called "You gotta do what you gotta do." So I kind of did what I had to do, but now I'm doing it in a healthier way. Making sure I keep up on my meals, making sure I drink, making sure, if something is stressing me out, I'll say, you know what, I'll come back to it. I actually did that last night with homework. I didn't know an answer to a thing, and I just walked away for a while, and then it came back.
So I did hear you state that you was taught the motto of you gotta do what you gotta do. That's quite. Some people have heard that before, but you said that you just learned to do it. How did that work? How's that working for you? Because it's almost like, would you say that's work doing what they want you to do, or would you say that's doing what you want to do?
So, with school and work, I need my job to pay my bills, and I need school to get a better job to like better pay my bills. But when I first started juggling both, I was just fresh out of high school, didn't really know how to do it,
Yeah.
so I was doing it in an unhealthy way. But now that I have support from my boyfriend, my mom, and friends, I've learned how to like handle it in a healthy way.
So when, so I just want to, sorry, I'm a little hoarse. So I
Okay.
want to just say that when you mentioned that at one time it was complex, it was overwhelmed when you had to juggle all those things by yourself. So now that you learn how to fully captivate your strengths, how did that make you feel today?
It makes me feel awesome. Like, um, it's something small, but it's also like a huge, huge step, especially when like with depression, sometimes small little things can be like big stepping stones. So like, um, managing my health and time and stuff like that is huge, and it helps like a lot.
Yes.
It helps a lot.
Yes, it
It really
does.
does.
Yes. Um, what are ways that you believe that could continue on helping you balance a healthy stress versus bad stress throughout the semester? Because we have midterms coming up and
Mm-hmm.
finals, and sometimes, students get overwhelmed with, home life you know, and trying to implement this and go to work. And how do you feel as though you can manage this going forward out?
What I'll do is a lot of professors provide like I guess like a daily lesson planner for like the whole semester. They'll have everything that like they'll teach every single day of the semester.
Yes.
So I'll use that to help out, plan accordingly with like homework and stuff like that. I have a planner which try to write everything down. I don't always get to it, but I do try to.
Okay.
It's like there to help out. Like, hey, don't forget you have me to look back on if I forget anything. Like, did I have homework due today? I'll open up the planner. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Blackboard. So, small stuff like that.
Okay.
Also, not procrastinating helps.
Okay.
Not procrastinating helps. That's hard for a lot of students, especially community college, since there's moms here, there's single dads, there's college, or there's high school students. It's like a plethora of people that come here, so it is hard to not procrastinate. But if you put a little effort into it, you'll see it's so much better.
So I heard you talk about procrastination. Would you mind telling us at least like two ways to help if a person decided to procrastinate to avoid procrastination?
Again, that's really hard because I still do it a little bit. But so if a professor gives you an assignment, and like for one of my papers, I have a month, and it's day 5. That's okay. Just keep an eye on your time. Know your weaknesses and strengths. Like if you know you're really really bad at papers, do it ahead of time. Don't wait till last minute because you know for a fact you're gonna fail. At least if you know ahead of time that you're bad at writing papers, you can, get help from writing centers or friends and stuff like that.
So at this current moment, what would you say your mood is right now?
My mood? I'm actually in a really good mood. I love college, even if it is stressful, but now that I know how to handle it, I really like it more. I feel healthy.
Okay.
I guess like the lame way to say it is kind of alive. When I was first started, I was tired all the time. I walked around like a zombie, but now I'm actually awake and I feel energized.
Okay, really good. So let's talk about implementing some future goals, maybe some short-term goals to maybe help with. I heard that you mentioned procrastination.
Yes.
It seems like you have balance in your emotional strength and your ability to know what you want in life
Mm-hmm.
and what it takes to achieve it. But
Yes.
I did not hear you say that you knew for sure how to overcome procrastination. So can we talk? Can I tell you a little things to do of
Yeah, I wouldn't
maybe
mind that
not
actually.
procrastination? Well, as you mentioned before, if you know that you have a month due of an assignment, maybe not to wait till 2 weeks, especially knowing your strengths and weakness. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe with procrastination, maybe talking it over with a classmate, maybe taking some notes,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and
Yeah,
maybe like,
that's actually really good.
or get your cell phone because a lot of us like to be distracted by our cell phones or social media. How about if we record ourselves saying our notes and stuff that we need to do, and maybe implement that in the course of a day of listening to it while you're at the gym, taking a walk with your boyfriend, walking the dog, or anything like that. You just it's like repetition, like just to keep continues on hearing it, and it might sound kind of like absurd, but then when you listen to it, like the more you listen to something, just that mental note, like, oh, because what if you forget to write it down, but you record it yourself, and then you make it a habit, and we always, like, it seems like people are more prone to visualizing video. So while we look at social media, we look at videos of people doing certain things. So if we had ourselves and maybe put a beat behind it, you know, an
Hmm.
instrumental beat where so it's your beat, but it's you coming out and saying it,
Yeah.
and then you be like, oh man, everything's so much more. And then when it's time to go do this test and write it down, and then you touch yourself, you're like, oh, this is not so hard. So maybe that's a way of not procrastinating, because then you can go back and revise it and
Yeah.
critique it to the best way to make a passing grade.
Hmm. I'll have to try those. I know my friend likes to set alarms like all the time. She has an alarm for like everything. She'll have, here's an alarm for how much time I'll do. I don't know. I don't know what classes she's taking. I don't know. Let's say she's taking a science class. She's like, I'll spend this time on this long of a break, and then this, and then she'll jump to something else. So she's not too focused and stressed about one thing. She like kind of juggles everything. I don't know how she does that. Like God bless her. It's amazing how she does it because she's got good grades, but oof. She says that helps her. So I don't know if that would help somebody else. Maybe.
Did you ever try it?
I haven't tried it. I've kind of like listened to her and I was like, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot.
So why did you think it's a lot? Why do you think it's not
It's just,
something to try?
I could try it. I mean, the worst it doesn't work for me. But it's like 30 minutes here, this long of a break, and 30 minutes there, and then this long of a break. It's like, I can.
So what helps you stay focused? I'm sorry, I cut you off too
Oh
quick.
no, it's okay.
I apologize.
No, I was done jumping around about that. I was done jumping around about that. What helps me focus is like I have a goal in my head and I want to stick to it. Sometimes I get distracted, but then I'll remember. It's like, hey, Bailey, you remember this goal that you have? You know that big smacking goal right there? You should listen to that. And I'm like, yes, I should. And then I'll go back to it.